Hi everyone, this is Attorney Lilian with Lily Legal, where I help my clients get green cards and citizenships for themselves and their families using the U.S. immigration law system. So today, I'll be talking to you about the benefits of the DV lottery program. What do you get when you actually win, right? Because that's something people have been asking. They think it's just another visa to the US. Well, no, there's so much more to it. And I want to go over it with you and give you some reminders, right? If you have been watching my channel for a while, at least for this month and last month, you know that I have been talking to you about the DV lottery program. So I want to just give you quickly what it is, who qualifies, what's the deadline, and where to apply. So, one, the DV lottery program allows for certain countries to be eligible to enter into a lottery, right? When you enter the lottery, a program randomly selects who wins, right? If you win, you get the ability to apply for a visa to come to the US permanently, right? You will get a green card at the end of it. So we'll talk about that some more. So you have to apply by November 8th, which is next week, Tuesday. If you're looking at your calendar and you're like, wait, when is this? This is November 8th, 2022 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your application needs to be in the system. Okay, you need to have your confirmation that you have completed the application. Okay, and where do you go to apply? You go to dvprogram.state.gov, nowhere else. Okay, there's some websites that if you type in DV lottery, you may go to, but to actually enter the lottery, this is the only website you should be going to. Any other website is not the real one. Okay, so this is going to actually be a quick live today because as you see, I was a bit behind and just a lot going on. So first and first, what do you get? You get the ability to apply for a visa. That's what you get, right? When you win, you get the ability to apply for an immigrant visa to the US. An immigrant visa is the type of visa that allows you to come and live in the US, not just come and visit, not like a visiting visa, not like a work visa. This is for you to come and permanently live in the US. This is the visa that will get you your green card. This is the visa that will then lead you to get citizenship. Okay, so that's why it's so important that you enter if you qualify. Okay, it is important that you enter if you qualify. Do not delay. Don't wait till November 8th and start doing the application. Please, please, please do it now. Okay, you don't have much time, but you still have time. Okay, you don't have much time, but you still have time to apply. So the first thing you get is the ability to apply for an immigrant visa. When you get your immigrant visa and you enter the US, guess what? You are now a permanent resident of the United States. You are now a green card holder. So that's really the benefit, the major, major benefit that you get from applying for the DV lottery. Now, if you are married and you have children, right, your spouse and your children that are under 21 and are married, they can come with you. Okay. So not only did you win the lottery, your spouse and your children won the lottery too. Okay. The only time that your spouse and your children cannot come with you is if when you filled out your lottery, you did not include them. If you watch my prior videos, you know that's a no-no, right? So you did what I said in my prior videos. You put in their information, you got their picture, you put it all in your application to enter the lottery. And now you won and you want to come with your spouse and your kids. Now you can. So the second all of you enter the US, you are all permanent residents of the United States. And in 5 years, you are all eligible to get your citizenship as long as you don't mess it up while you're here, right? So as long as nothing goes wrong, like, getting arrested or anything like that, you would be able to apply for citizenship in 5 years of entering the US. Like, if you were just thinking about it and you're like, oh, I'm not going to do it because, it's chance. Yes, there's a chance that you will not win, right? There's a chance that you will not win. But if you do not enter it, if you do not enter the lottery, there's 100% chance that you will not win. Okay? Right? So you enter, you win. Now you, your spouse, your children that are under 21 and are married can come with you. Right? You can all get the visa. You can all get the permanent residency. You can all apply for citizenship within 5 years. Again, depending on how old the kids are too. The next thing is, right? So they're all able to come with you. You all come to the US. Great. Another benefit that you get is once you become a citizen, like I always tell people, once you become a citizen, it opens up the people that you can apply for. You can now apply for your parents, your siblings. Yes, the siblings take time, but we got time, right? Go ahead and apply, leave it there, forget about it. They will get it when they get it. But you have the ability to do it now that you're a citizen. All right. And something that people tell me all the time is I did not include my spouse or my children because I I wasn't planning on coming with them at the same time, right? My plan was to come by myself and then eventually they will come because of financial reasons. Well, you should still put them in there, right? And when you apply for your visa, you can actually put that they will follow to join instead of them joining you right away. Instead of them also applying at the same time, they can follow to join. What does that mean? Follow to join means that within 6 months, they will be applying for their own visa to come and join you in the US. And it is still based on the fact that you won the lottery and you have a visa and now is a permanent resident of the United States. So sometimes people, for financial reasons, cannot afford to file for everyone, right? So on the visa end of things, because that's where you start paying, right? When you're applying for the lottery, there's no fee to apply for the lottery. You don't even need to have your passports already. That's something people, really are concerned about. Right? They're like, okay, I have 3 children and I am married. That's going to cost a lot of money. And yes, it does cost money to apply for everyone to get a visa at the same time. Right? It does cost money. However, you do not have to file for them to get a visa at the same time because once you get to the visa stage, once you win, that's where the money starts adding up. Right? Once you win, that's when you have to start getting the passports, right? Thinking about the flights. So if you are not ready for them to come with you, that's fine. There's a provision that makes it possible for them to join you within 6 months. So that gives you 6 months in the US with a valid work paperwork, right? Because now you're a permanent resident, you can work in the US. And you can save up the money for them to get their passport, start the visa process, and then save up money for their flight ticket. Right? So even if you're not planning for them to come with you right away for financial reasons, again, they don't have to come with you right away. They can follow to join within 6 months. And you just have to mark that off when you are applying for your visa because you won the lottery. Okay? So Winning the lottery does not mean that every child or every, that your spouse and your children have to go with you at the same time. The US knows that. It's not a requirement. But some people are so scared to enter and include their children and their spouse because they are so afraid. They are afraid that if they win, now they have to come up with the money for every one of them to come to the US. And if this is you, if you are afraid to enter it because and enter your children's information and enter your spouse's information because you are afraid that you will not be able to afford for all of you to come at the same time, this is me telling you, they do not have to come at the same time as you. They can join you within 6 months, right? They can start their application 6 months after yours, and it will be fine. But if you do not include them in your lottery application, it's gonna I've seen some situations where they weren't able to file for their spouse because again that puts their own application, their own green card in jeopardy. So it's really, really important that watch my previous videos of what to include, the step by step on what you have to include and the mistakes to avoid. Okay, so the benefit, again, once you win and you apply for your visa, you get your visa, you enter the US, you are now a permanent resident. You are now a green card holder. Okay, if you have the financial ability to have your spouse and your children join you at the same time, you are all permanent residents. You are all green card holders. However, if you don't have the financial ability for them to join you at the same time, you still can apply for just yourself, right? You apply for the visa just by yourself. On your application, you'll put your spouse's name and your children's name, and then you'll just say they're not joining me right now. They're not applying for a visa right now. They will join me later. It has that option, and I think a lot of people don't know that. Right? The people that choose not to put them in, they don't know that. And usually they come to the US within a month or two. Of course, you're going to miss your family. Now you're like, okay, I want them to come. What are the options? Well, if you included them on your applications, the option would have been just to go ahead and file for their visa for them to join you. Right? So I say this. I say this. Because I want you to win, right? I want you to win. I want your family to win. So enter their information. When you can apply for just yourself to get the visa, apply for them at a later time. Or if you have the financial ability, apply for all of you to come at the same time. Okay? Now, once you do all of that and you're in the US, the benefit that you get now is you just have to be here permanently in the US for 5 years, right? You have your permanent residency for 5 years. Now you can apply for citizenship. Once you get your citizenship, guess what? Now you can file for your parents to come to the US because only US citizens have the ability to file for their parents. Okay? Now you have the ability to file for your brothers and sisters. Granted, it's taken about 13 years for that to go through. However, right? If you are a US citizen, you are able to file for your siblings. It does not matter how long it takes because guess what? It's always going to take time, right? You just want to have that going. You want to have the application processing so that when a visa becomes available for them, they're able to get it. And not only can your siblings come now, they can, if they are married at that time, their spouse can come with them. If they have children under 21 at that time, their children can come with them. Yes, it takes time, but that is a benefit that you will get from all of this. right? So your entire family can win, right? Some faster than others, right? Some faster than others, but your entire family can win by you winning. So just keep that in mind when you are thinking about, oh, whether you should enter the lottery or not. There are families where only one person actually qualifies for the lottery. Okay. When only one person qualifies. And I'll tell you where that would happen is where, if let's say there's five siblings and only one of them actually finished high school, secondary school, that's the only one that can qualify. If the other ones, unless the other ones meet the work experience requirement, if they don't meet the work experience requirement, then that means only one person, that one person that graduated secondary school, that graduated high school, qualifies to apply for the DV lottery program, right? So that one person winning can then eventually lead to the other people in their family being able to get that visa, being able to get a visa to the US, being able to have their children come to the US, right? So there's so many ways that just one person winning can change an entire family's trajectory. So when I say there are benefits, there are benefits. You just have to be willing to put yourself out there and enter the lottery and see if you win. Like I said before, if you do not enter the lottery, I can tell you right now, you will not win. Okay, that's 100%, 100% that you will not win the lottery if you don't enter. So go ahead, enter it if you qualify. Okay, I can tell you right now, I know a lot of you that watch me are from the continent of Africa. The only country on the continent that does not qualify to enter the lottery is Nigeria. Okay. The only country on the continent of Africa that does not qualify to enter the lottery is Nigeria. So if you're not from Nigeria, you you can enter the lottery if you are from the continent of Africa. I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it out there. So if you have questions, if you need help with the form, right? Watch my last week's video, because I literally went on the website, entered the information, showed you exactly how to apply. Okay, so if you are having a hard time figuring out what to enter, where to go, all of that, watch last week's video. Okay, if you want to know if you qualify, watch my video from 2 weeks ago. I'm telling you, I have walked you through this step by step, and today I just want to put it all together for you on the benefits that you get if you are still on the fence. Okay, if you are still on the fence and you're not sure, this is me telling you, go ahead and do it. You know, I know I say this about the DV lottery. This is special to me, right? I've done, I believe 4 weeks now on just the DV lottery, because this program is special to me. This program is how I am a US citizen today. Okay. So when I'm talking about this, when I say that this can change a whole family's lives, I'm speaking from experience. I did not win the lottery. My dad won the lottery, right? And he came and later on filed for us to join. So when I say you don't have to go with your family at the same time, I mean it. Because when he won, he came to the US, got his permanent residency, right? We did not come with him. We came after. So, that's why, I know some people are like, but you always talking about green cards in the US and all of that. Yes. Okay. But it's DV lottery season. And this is, like I always say, this is special to me. I will always always talk about it. I will give you as much information about it as possible, because again, this is the program, right? The visa that made it possible for me to be in the U.S. and made it possible for me to get my citizenship, made it possible for me to be here, to go to law school, to have my firm, and be able to help other immigrants come here, get their green cards, get their citizenships. So please, 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 if you qualify, deadline is on the screen right now, November 8th, 2022 at 12 p.m. So go ahead, apply, go to the website, right? Apply. And once the results come out, the results are coming out in March, right? I will then do updated videos on what to do after you win, right? We'll talk about how to check if you won and what to do. Like, how do you know when you can apply for your visa? All of that. I will walk you through this, because that's just how special this program is to me. All right. So I hope you, go forth and apply. Please share this video with anyone that you know can benefit from this, which is basically anyone from a country that qualifies for the DV lottery, and the person is outside of the US, or even if they're in the US but they're in a valid status, like a student visa or anything like that, they can still apply. So keep that in mind too. So please share this video with your community and make sure that they are applying for this special program. All right. If you would like to schedule a personal consultation with me, you can do that by going to my website, lilylegal.com, or by calling my office at 508-443-1788. Okay. And as always, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this. If you like this video, if you like this content, please go ahead and hit the like button, share this video, comment, tell me if you are applying and what country you are in. And we are here to support you and cheer you on and cross our fingers that you win the lottery. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. And as always, I am Lilian Chukura. I am the owner of Lily Legal, where we do immigration law and we do it well. Bye.